do you have advice for any first-year undergraduate students?
Advice for first years. Okay. Get in there and do science as soon as you can, but the program that you're in is already getting you started in that, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's my advice. You're here to get a science degree. Don't just study science in the classroom. Do science while you're here. That's what you're here for.
So you would recommend like research opportunities?
Absolutely. As soon as you can, get into a research opportunity. That's what science is, right?
Right.
Yeah. I guess in terms of being a science student, I recommend that you get yourself a good study group and a good cohort of peers who are going to help you through every single class. That is a great way to learn. So yeah, those are my 2 pieces of advice.
What was a prevalent difficulty that many undergraduate students faced?
I guess I have a hard time thinking of one prevalent thing. It depends on the kind of student.
Well, you can name multiple.
Yeah. So, you know, some students, science is challenging, right? And some are going to think, oh, my classes are just getting harder and harder and harder. And that's why I say get yourself a good study group and establish good study habits early, because yes, you are going to be faced with a lot of challenging material, right?
Right.
Yeah. So you've got to be ready for that, and you got to be ready to overcome that.
Exactly.
I think Penn State is big. That's why another reason I recommend getting into don't get lost. That's
right.
Another problem. And getting into a research situation as soon as possible is a way not to do that. It's a way to avoid getting lost too, because get yourself into a group, get yourself into a scientific community, right?
What do you mean by getting lost? Like getting lost on campus, or like lost in your class?
I don't mean either of those. Okay, that's a really good question. What I mean is, what do you hope to get out of college? And it's not just the transcript at the end. Some of the things that you need to get while you're here are relationships with faculty and with other peers, and even with maybe grad students and postdocs and other people who are doing science, right?
Right.
And so some people, I think Penn State is big, and so it's easy to sit back and just go to class and do your thing, and maybe you have your friends outside of class, but you're not engaged in your scientific community. That's kind of what I mean by getting lost. And then you don't take advantage of all these this is a world-class research institution. You just answered my question about why did you come here, right?
Exactly.
Science opportunities here are phenomenal. You take advantage of them. You can easily get lost and not take advantage of them. No one's going to make you, right?
Right?
You can sit back, you can just get good grades in your class and not do all this other stuff. So don't get lost. Do all this other stuff, right? Yeah. Clubs and stuff like that, I guess, I'm not as familiar with that because I'm not a student, but those are opportunities too that can help you engage. Yeah.
Okay, so like connect to the faculty and get involved.
Yeah, okay. and that could be kind of hard because Penn State's big, right? You know, how many people are what classes are you signed up for in the fall?
Like for me, Chem 111.
So how many people are going to be in there?
Over 200.
Right?
Yeah.
How are you going to make a connection to a faculty member in that class? It's not impossible, but it's challenging, right?
Exactly.
Maybe the faculty member in that class won't be one of the people that you make a good connection with, but are you going to have learning assistants in that classroom? Are there going to be other people that you can form community with? I think those things are really important.
Okay.